Hey, we back, y'all. Chud the Builder done got arrested, and on top of the fact he done got arrested for murder, he done shot a man and shot himself at the same time. So not only is he gonna be in there for attempting to kill this man, but he gonna be in there for shooting himself. He's an idiot. Let's check this video out.
A controversial Clarksville online video streamer is now facing an attempted murder charge. It's the result of a fight outside the Montgomery County Courthouse that ended in gunfire. Good evening and welcome to News 2 at 6. I'm Bob Mueller.
And I'm Haley Wilgus. Authorities say Dalton Etherly, also known as Chud the Builder, and another man were both shot during this exchange. News 2's Caitlin Quisenberry has more on the investigation.
Controversial streamer Dalton Etherly, known online as Chud the Builder, is accused of shooting a man outside the Montgomery County Courthouse. The sheriff's office says both Etherly and another man were taken to the hospital for medical treatment. After the shooting, Etherly appeared to keep live streaming for several minutes. In the video, Etherly can be heard saying, quote, "Man, I just pray that dude is going to be all right. I tried to walk away from him." Court records show Etherly was scheduled for a civil debt appearance that morning in Montgomery County. In Etherly's stream, he claimed the incident started after a man laughed at him. Etherly claims he walked away after interacting with the man. The man followed him, and a fight broke out. That's when Etherly drew his weapon. The Montgomery County Sheriff's Office is pursuing charges against Etherly for criminal attempted murder, aggravated assault, and reckless endangerment with a deadly weapon. Etherly is also facing a separate criminal case in Nashville. He's accused of refusing to pay a $400 bill to Bob's Steak and Chop House downtown and screaming racial slurs. Etherly has over 226,000 followers on X, all due to his live streams where he's shown in places like Broadway, Clarksville, and Gatlinburg, insulting and calling people racial slurs. In a Give Send Go post, Etherly writes, "I've shared mild jokes, unfiltered thoughts, and yes, sometimes I've used the N-word in what I thought was edgy, harmless humor. I know it's controversial, but it's my right to speak freely." Etherly is booked into the Montgomery County Jail, where he's being held without bond.
Bro. Your real name is Dalton Etherly. Finna get beat up every day in jail, boy.
He will have his arraignment and bond hearing on Friday in Nashville. Caitlin Quisenberry, News 2.
A controversial.
So look, now check this out. Let me see.
This morning, a live streamer known for racist, derogatory content and antagonizing people in public is now facing an attempted murder charge after a confrontation between he and another man ended with both being wounded by gunfire. Both men are expected to survive. Now, the shooting happened outside a Tennessee courthouse in Clarksville. The 28-year-old social media influencer Dalton Etherly is also charged with theft in a prior case from Nashville. Authorities did not identify the other person involved or what led to the shooting, but Etherly is known for posting rage bait content, repeatedly using racial slurs and challenging people to fight him.
All right, so basically he cooked. Now, I got the name of the other dude right here. They said the man Chud the Builder shot yesterday has been identified as Joshua Fox, who was charged with aggravated domestic assault after allegedly threatening his wife with a screwdriver and trying to burn the house down in 2024. Well, look, this is not 2024. This is 2026. See what I'm saying? And in 2026, his man, Dalton Etherly, Chud the Builder, whatever you want to call him, I call that nigga fried. His career over with. It is over with. So basically, now I got it right here, but I don't want to show y'all the fight. Y'all could go online and see it for y'allself, or y'all could just go to this dude's Twitter page and see it for y'allself. Cause I can't show y'all the fight. YouTube would be tripping if I show y'all the fight. So basically, they had a little fight. You know what I'm saying? A little brouhaha. And of course, you know, Mr. Dalton couldn't take getting punched on. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't take it. That's why he was keeping his gun everywhere with him. Cause he know he couldn't really take a punch. Or he couldn't take nobody, you know what I'm saying, getting the best of him. So basically, dude was getting the best of him in a fight. And he pulled out. I'm not even sure who got shot first. I don't know if he shot dude first, then shot himself trying to put the gun back in his pants, or if when he went to take the gun out his pants, he shot himself and then pointed and shot dude. I don't know. But no matter how you look at this story, Chud, you cook. Now, Chud, don't be in that chimping out. You know what I'm saying, Chud? Hey, Chud, don't be in that chimping out, Chud. It's over with. Man, they gonna beat you, Chud. They gonna beat you. They gonna beat you bad. I'm talking about you gonna get beat bad. You gonna try that same thing in jail? I had a right to freedom of speech. Boy, they gonna be telling you to shut up while the TV on. They gonna be telling you, they gonna be taking your trays. They gonna tell you to keep your mouth closed while they eating. You finna go through all that. You know what I'm saying? Kids, let this be a lesson to you. Freedom of speech and antagonizing people will come with a cost. Yeah, it definitely will come with that. Especially if you shoot somebody. The cost might be you losing your freedom to the system. Like Chud just did. You see what I'm saying? So you don't want to end up like Chud. You know what I'm saying? Nah, this man that got shot, Joshua Fox, you know, they said he gonna be okay. They saying he ain't gonna get no charges or nothing. So he good. Chud was the one walking around antagonizing people, telling people, oh, you a nigga, telling people don't chip out and all that. He was doing all that. So, you know, and I told y'all a long time ago, boy, if he'd have been in Chicago, woo, but I ain't gonna lie to you, boy. I ain't never seen nobody shoot themselves one of them switches, boy. They was gonna get it to you, Chud. Hey, you'd have been in Chicago, it'd have sounded just like that, I promise you. They'd have gave it to you something bad, Chud. But see, you needed this because when you acting out and people telling you to slow down, even them other racist people that was cool with you was telling you that you was going too far. You know you going too far with the racism if the other racist people that's with you is telling you you going too far. But you ain't want to listen. See? So the whole thing about it is when you out here wilding like that and you feel like you ain't got to sit down and you don't want to listen to nobody and you don't want to hear what nobody's saying and you feel like you got everything figured out, God gonna come sit you down. Yeah, God gonna have a talk with, God gonna say, you know what, it's time for me to sit him down. It be in a good way. You could have just been sitting down, staying out the way. You could have did all that freedom of speech stuff from your stream at home, but you want to be so real, you got to go mess with people. And now look, all that over your freedom of speech, you the only one charged and finna do a long time in jail because you got to attempt. And a lot of places you will end up getting more for the attempt than if you actually just did the murder. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you know, I mean, Chud, he fried, man. Let's go see. Now, say right here, Chud the Builder raises over $100K after attempted murder charge. He faces up to 80 years in prison if he is convicted of attempted murder, aggravated assault, and reckless endangerment with a deadly weapon. Chud, they trying to give you 80 years, my boy? Ooh-wee. You down there in Memphis too, huh? Yeah. They gonna, but they gonna put you in the cell. They gonna put you next to straight drop, nigga. Yeah, he ain't going nowhere. Yeah. See how straight drop want to be big, bad, and tough. Ain't want to tell. Ain't want to snitch. I'm going down. It's the biggest. Yeah. All that stuff happened with Young Dolph, and they gave that man life. I don't know what Cornelius go get, and they don't know what he gonna get. They still trying to figure that out because even though he told him go man, beat the case. So if you tell and the person still beat the case, did you really help on the case is the question. Like, did you? Because they had Drop without you anyway. Because Drop was with you, so they already had Drop, but you didn't get them Govan. So because you, I guess, but they gonna look at it like you ain't keep your end of the bargain, so they might not give you as much time off as you thought you was gonna get, because somebody got to get that extra time because Govan ain't serving none. So yeah, Chud, they go put you in the box next to straight drop. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to wild out, one listen to nobody, hard-headed, felt like y'all could do what y'all want to do. Down there in Tennessee, cutting up, terrible. And then on top of that, Judge got like, what, 2-3 other court dates or something he got to go to? Like, boy, you fried. They probably drop all them other cases and just give you the 80 for this off top. I ain't gonna lie to you. Why was Chud out here bad like that? I don't know. But now we gonna go to his page. I want to see what's the last thing he tweeted since he got locked up. He said, oh yeah, it's GoFundMe, everybody sending him money. Let's see what he got right here. He tweeted to somebody, said, this app gave me a voice when no one else would. I thank everyone that asked for this. I pray you continue to stand on objective freedom no matter what the race. We should all have the same right to free speech, regardless of what color my skin is. You know what? I ain't gonna lie. This all Drewski fault, man. Drewski did that skit where he mocking old girl, the girl from, I forgot the dude name, Kirk or whatever dude name is, and Drewski did that shit, Drewski did that skit, dressed up like old girl, and when he did that, it opened the floodgate for all these people to be like, I want to be racist openly now too. I want to do blackface now too. Like, Waka sitting up there and Jake Paul, he trying to tell Jake Paul why he should be able to do racist stuff and other people could do it, but he feel like it's funny and it's a joke. No, Jake Paul, it's not funny. It's not a joke, and no, you cannot do it. You see what I'm saying? And Chud found it out the hard way. You can have your freedom of speech, but when you get to bothering people, that's something totally different. When you shoot somebody that you started with, that's something totally different. It is not the same thing. You feel me? Then he said to somebody else, was never bought a bill, simply told to leave, never shouted or yelled in a restaurant like they claim, completely fabricated charge. Well, it don't matter. You ain't got to worry about them restaurant charges, the other altercation charges you got. Chud, you looking at about 80. And 9 times out of 10, they might just give it to you. But like I say, Chud, don't be in there chimping out. I want to see if you tell them dudes, don't be in there chipping out. I want to see if you be able to walk around in there with your freedom of speech. I want to see if you be able to do that. They gonna beat you up every single day. You're gonna be in there trying to explain to them. You're gonna get hit in the mouth. Soon as you boom, it ain't gonna be like how it was on the street. People letting you slide, say whatever you want to say. Yeah, that's cool. They gonna get you right up in there, hit them in the mouth. Boom. Soon as if I could say nigga, what? Say it again. Say it again. They gonna be hitting you all in your mouth, man. But you did it to yourself, though. Yeah, Chud, you ain't got nobody to blame for this but yourself. And you could blame Drewski, because I've been seeing, ever since Drewski did that skit, I've been seeing that a lot. Like, people is trying to turn they inner racism up and make it a freedom of speech thing. And that's all Drewski fault. Because until he mocked the old girl, wasn't nobody feeling like that. Now everybody feel like they want to get they racist tendencies out, and they want it to be out in the open. And since we not like our ancestors, that just ain't gonna fly over here, Chud. Like, we ain't, what you thought we was? Our ancestors or something, Chud? Like, no. We gonna address it. And we gonna holler at you on the spot, and we gonna tell you what you doing is wrong. Now, some of us gonna take the MLK route. Some of us gonna take the YN route. It all depends on who you roll up on, but it could go either way. It could be MLK or it could be YN. It's all up to you, Chud. You see what I'm saying? And now you done put yourself in that box. Joe fault. But y'all check out the playlist, man. Let me know what y'all think about Chud getting arrested, man, facing 80 years. Boy, boot, I'm out.